With the first two matches behind us, we now move to Group B to see what the participants there have to offer. Gaming X, known as GameScorp in the last tournament, wants to get to top cut because last time they didn't make it. Someone else that didn't make it? Auke. Me. Gaming and I have known each other for quite some time. I have played both Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! Against each other. And now we face off in the first match in our group in the new Metronome tournament. Let's get it going. Both teams will show repeats of Pokemon we have already seen this tournament, interestingly. With Gaming having a Fiona on the team, and there being both a Garchomp and a Tyranitar on my team, which I believe Damien had as well. And Fiona was on Rosalina's team in Group A in the second match. And for this match, we randomized the grandest stage of them all, Stargazer Coliseum. Not complaining about that. And also, if you haven't noticed, I forgot to mention it during the first two matches. But everyone has a custom victory quote. A lot of them will just be given by the title that I give the characters, like what the game gives them. But everyone actually put in a custom victory quote. And for one or two characters, I believe I gave them like an entry quote or something like that as well. I didn't allow anyone to choose it, I just felt like I added it if I felt like it and thought it was fitting. I believe Mr. Torque is one of those. Sachet, I think, has one. Maybe one other, I'm not sure. I think Tenor actually has one too. I think I just gave myself the... just the victory one. The victory catchphrase. Yeah, we only saw one victory catchphrase so far because the first match was a draw. And I want to be neutral, but I also want I want my character to win. Last tournament, I had a win, a tie, and a loss. I think I lost to the eventual winner of the group. I beat my brother, who was in the same group at that time. This time he's not. And then I had a tie against Van Grants, who got second in the group. And actually, I think, did he get to the semis? No, I think he got to the quarterfinals. And he very nearly won.
Its accuracy fell.
But luck was not on his side on the final turn that he needed it.
Skorupi makes its move.
Toxic Spikes. Ooh, that's big. None of my Pokemon are poison or flying. So they're all going to be poisoned, and that's going to be such big double Toxic Spikes. Huh? I thought I was in trouble. Pichu, thank you.
A small hit.
Like, I know I have Sandstorm coming out later, but the poison damage is going to do more than the Sandstorm. Because Sandstorm is 1/16 of max health. Standard poison is 1/8. So I would take more damage than the opponent.
It's a heart swap, and the stat changes are about.
And that's only one Sandstorm comes in. I still have a Garchomp before Hippopotas comes in. So yeah, Garchomp is a lot higher in base attack than Hippopotas with 600 versus 330. But weather summoning abilities are always at the back. And if there's multiple, such as me having Hippopotas, Hippowdon, and Tyranitar, they're in order of base attack total. Still want the quick KOs because having an advantage of someone taking the poison damage earlier is a good thing. I don't remember what Gaming's other Pokemon are. They have a Gastrodon. They have a Fiona. Their Mesprit, I think, is Levitate.
Its attack missed.
Oh, they have Bayleaf. Alright, so Bayleaf, Gastrodon, and Fiona will all take damage from poison, just their Mesprit does not. But at that point, Sandstorm release is active. All of my Pokemon will take damage from Toxic Spikes, unless they're gotten rid of a Rapid Spin or... Ooh, Blastman. A Rapid Spin or... not Whirlwind, Defog. This day, does Defog actually do... Toxic Spikes? Ooh, Rollout. Takes out the first Pokemon, sets up the poison on the Garchomp. But it does use Rollout, and Rollout, just like Ice Ball, are among the best moves you can get in Metronome, especially if you can keep the roll going. Now it's, I believe Roll and Ice will always go against the same slot, so they'll attack into what will be Garchomp.
Garchomp is sent out.
And Garchomp resists it. It's gonna take the poison damage.
Both corners still have a chance to win
The
this.
Garchomp being
Who's
a
going to take
lot
the
higher in base attack total than Combi or Scorpy hopefully means that there'll be a quick KO. That's resisted.
It hits.
Yeah, double resisted.
Solid hit. But
Just
this
little
is
bits of
not
damage on Garchomp. That's all they really need to do for gaming.
It's being ganged up on.
Rollout will double in power every time. Reflect, I guess that helps against especially the rollout. But they need to get KOs against the opponent to set up the poison there, because otherwise the disadvantage that my team will have by the time Sandstorm comes in is going to be too big. Especially considering all of my Pokemon are going to be affected by the poison. A poison on the opponent plus Sandstorm is going to deal huge damage. But I need to start KOing things quickly. These Toxic Spikes are going to hurt. I'm really happy my Pichu used Toxic Spikes as well. But more needs to be done. That's a big seismic toss.
Successfully hit multiple
The Reflect's
times.
probably good, because otherwise on the 5th turn, assuming Scorpio gets there, would be big damage and near KO or something like that.
Slugma hit under.
Dive. I guess that's going to deal some decent damage. But Sharknado really needs to hit hard here. Come on. Draco, Meteor, Flamethrower. Use Flamethrower. Fly. Recycle, no. That doesn't do anything. You haven't even used your Leopard Berry.
Still can't pull off a
Team, what are you doing? You have to win. I know last time
Combi
it was
starts to attack,
like,
but the
I had a
target
tie and
Pokemon is
a
in the
loss
water.
of the first two, and then could have maybe gotten in on a tiebreaker if I won. I didn't get enough. That was last tournament 2 years ago. Hit on Scorpy. Not enough. Like, if they take out Scorpy before rollout, like before their turn,
Well, both
then that skips the turn of rollout damage, and it's gonna be big damage. Like, Sharknado's already at half health. Partially used to the rollout, partially used to the poison. Ingrain. It's not a KO, but it's gonna, I guess, undo some of the damage. Still takes 1/8 of its max health as damage every turn due to poison, but then regains 1/16 through Ingrain. So that adds to the survivability, but it doesn't have much HP to survive with. This is really bad. Meteor Mash, that's a good move. Sure, KOing Scorpy and Combi just brings in Pokemon that can hit harder, but at least they're gonna take poison damage.
Neither corner has made a decisive attack yet. Their concentration
And with how
is
little
certainly being
damage the
tested.
average turn gets to a Pokemon, you want every bit of damage you can get, and you want to get a really pain split. I think it's good. Yeah, a little bit of health helps it survive. Like it's some damage on Scorpy too. Gong Shot is resisted, affected by Reflect.
But this is
And
not
we've
favorable
seen that Ingrain heals before the poison damage, so that's helpful for survivability. Ice Shard, that might have been a KO on Garchomp, but it went on Slugma. So neutral commentators like, oh, maybe it would have been big if they hit Garchomp, but meanwhile, participant me is like, no. That double pain split, we had double Toxic Spikes earlier, that double pain split on the same team, but this time it doesn't work. Like, it was more important for Garchomp for it to work, considering that thing's on a poison time limit. Maybe if it doesn't get hit, it'll just survive the next poison because of the Ingrain heal.
concentration is certainly being
But
tested.
gaming still doesn't have any Pokemon that are KO'd. Luster Purge, that's a dragon move as well.
Big hit.
Alright, there's a KO on Buzzy.
It went down.
Ooh, even during the KO animation, still something happens? So was the attack animation not done? I'd have to look at that again in the recording afterwards. Wing attack. Yeah, Garchomp's done after this turn. If it's not even done after this. Yeah, Garchomp's done.
It's down and out.
5-4 lead for gaming. And we know their final Pokemon isn't getting hit by the poison like the others are. And the thing is, Auke has 2 600 base stat total Pokemon. Gaming's best one is 580. The average is around the same. But Auke already lost a 600 base stat total Pokemon. Well, Gaming only lost Combi, which is like 200 and a bit. And here comes my main strategy, which is Sandstorm damage. Sure, Hippopotas is gonna take the poison damage, but so is Bayleaf, and now the others are gonna take the Sandstorm damage as well. And normally I'd want the Garchomp to still be on the field so it could dodge things with Sandveil, but it was already taken out due to mostly the combo of rollout and poison damage. So hopefully I could just get a bit lucky and then add to the Sandstorm damage. It'll be enough. Rock Slide's going to be big on the Slugma. Really, I'd want Slugma to survive for very long, because that's the only one that's not on a poison damage timer. All Gaming will be really happy with this. Really happy. And I'm not. This is not looking good.
It's attack Rose.
Come on, take down that Scorpede so that the other one goes on a poison damage timer. Scorpede, take out Pluck. That's super effective. Let's go. Scorpede down. At least both opponents are on a poison damage timer as well. I will be behind one Pokemon, but the opponent's timer is harsher due to poison and Sandstorm damage. So 3/16 of their max health, as opposed to the 2/16 that my Pokemon will take, because my Pokemon are all immune to Sandstorm. Still need to add more of the damage though. And remember, Gaming's final Pokemon, Mesprit, doesn't take the poison damage. That one only takes the Sandstorm damage. I like Gaming for choosing the right Gastron. I love EC Gastron. I don't really like OSC. Once I get to a playthrough of like Diamond and Pearl for my channel, if I can, I choose EC Gastron. Even if you can get Shellos before Gym 2, I will wait until after Gym 3, or at least a route after Gym 3 to catch Shellos. No! That not only loses me my Pokemon, that puts me on my final 2. Both already on a timer, and Gaming hasn't even sent out Fione or Mesprit. Wait, does it first heal with Healing Wish or first Toxic Spikes? Tell me Toxic Spikes. Toxic Spike first, then the Healing Wish. Tell me that also heals the poison. I don't know if that actually heals the poison, because if so, that might be my saving grace. It healed the poison. That could have been my one chance at a win condition. My one freaking chance at a win condition, because it was the only Pokemon that I was going to have without a timer on it because of poison, and then they put Toxic on me, which is worse. Gotta go down even faster now. Also, Gastrodon doesn't take Sandstorm damage. Oh, that's salty. That was a luck-based tournament, so that even with Sandstorm I could definitely lose, and this is just proving it right there.
The blue corner currently leads. Can they...
If my Pichu wouldn't have used Toxic Spikes on the same turn that Gaming used Toxic Spikes, I would be in an even worse position. But how am I going to do this? Head Smash doesn't even hit. Because why would you connect with a really strong stab move?
Uses its move.
Rest, which heals their HP, which gets rid of their poison. Yeah, okay, I guess I'm losing in the first one. What the heck? Now Bayleaf's only going to take the Sandstorm damage. There's going to be increasing poison damage on that. Can we use Rest, please? That's the only good thing, and Bayleaf used it. My Pokemon, could you please use Rest? We require Rest. How did I seriously heal my poison with one of the few moves that that can make use of Healing Wish or Lunar Dance. This is one of the few uses it has. It was able to heal the poison and I instantly get hit with Toxic. What is that? Oh, Fling, you're sure gonna litter your Leper Berry for a almost no damage attack.
A light hit. Bayleaf won't wake up.
Alright, Gastrodon, finish me then. Well, actually, don't finish me. That's super effective. And it makes me slow. Oh my god, it actually kills me. That's not what I meant. Because the moment I said that, I'm like, no, no, no. If I lose, I still want to lose with you having the least amount of Pokemon remaining possible for the tiebreakers. So unless something big happens and my Tyranitar uses a really big move or Gastrodon pulls, like, uses Healing Wish, I'm gonna lose 4-0. The last match was 3-0, and that was already pretty unlikely. I didn't think that with my Sandstorm strategy on 3 different Pokemon, I was gonna lose 4-0. Toxic Spikes is a big move. Confirmed. If you get that early, especially, can be really big. Just like how Sandstorm can be. Like, if the opponent has a bunch of Rock, Steel, or Ground moves, it doesn't matter much. And Toxic Spike doesn't matter much if... That's big. That's good for tiebreakers. Let's go. Maybe the opponent has a Poison type shortly after you use Toxic Spikes, so they have a bunch of Levitators or Flyers. Yeah, Toxic Spikes isn't going to do much either. But it can be really good. Right, I'm going to skip a turn now, take more of the poison damage. Yeah, assuming Gaming doesn't hit me at all, I'm left with extremely little health. At least I got a KO, so I'm loose with 3-0, not 2-0, 4-0. With this, even if I just get tapped, I feel like this is my final turn. And Bayleaf at the wakes up this turn too, so they get 2 attacks. They attack before me, Leaf Blade, yeah, that's over. Congratulations, Gaming. We have another 3-0 victory. Gaming never even needed Mesprit. Dang.
The game is now over. The blue corner has won.
Like, I didn't expect me to, like, win everything. It's still a lot of luck-based tournament, but I got destroyed. The moment I thought I might have an out with Tyranitar, I got toxic. Well, I guess I'd better win the next 2 to ensure, or at least give a really high chance of getting to the next stage. Well, next video we'll see what the other 2 people in our group do.